In this episode, I want to talk about these two new things I found out that is really pushing the boundaries when it comes to the future of video games. The first one, which is Ready Player Me, isn't where I expect it to be, but it goes to show you where people are headed and they are headed in the right place. And I think this is a great time to talk about it since I recently released my review of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Well, at least my experiences with it and the shortcomings mainly because the game has been out for a while and we already know that it is a good game, especially if you enjoy role playing. If you're a fan of the Pathfinder universe, go ahead and play it. But the shortcomings are mainly the lack of intelligent AI. They just do such stupid things, and when they do stupid things, it goes to show you that they're not real people. And I understand that we're playing a video game, but it breaks immersion when they do something that's completely ridiculous. It shows that they have been programmed to act in a certain way. Whereas with these new resources that are coming out, they are going to allow developers to create AI and give them a proper backstory, and they will act in a certain way depending on their personality, which will be just amazing when it comes to video games. So without further ado, first we're going to go over Ready Player Me, which is kind of a way of taking your own personal avatar and then putting it into new games in a variety of different games and utilities. So this is the Ready Player Me website. Created an account. I just tested out games because, well, I tested out the utility too. The utility is kind of interesting. I didn't go in depth with it because they do not have the app that I need. For example, let me go to my apps connected. So anime is kind of interesting. Basically, you'll be able to talk and move, and then your avatar will follow your facial movements, which is kind of cool. I tested the app on iOS, but the desktop app is for Windows, and I'm working off of a Mac, so I wouldn't be able to stream with it unless I switch the entire setup. I still have Parallel, so I could run it that way. Now, my issue with a game like Mini Royale Nations, like the idea is there. You can connect your avatar to the game. You can get the app, and then they have directions for how to connect. Sign up or log in at miniroyal.io. You can click the loadouts and then click on any avatar. Like the steps to do everything is just too many steps. It should be more simplistic. I would have liked it more if you could just click get the app. You go here and then you can sync and sign up. So you already signed up with Ready Player Me. So now you can sign up with your account. Kind of like, if you're on a website, a lot of websites have where you can sign up with your Google account and connect it all like that. I know that I don't know. I don't know if it has security concerns where if it's less secure if you sign up with different accounts with your Google accounts. But if you're considering what this is and this is supposed to be a metaverse type thing, then you would have just one account. And then that will be you. So it'll be nice to see them implement that. I don't know the exact feasibility of it, but if Google can do it, I'm sure they can do it in this capacity since they're creating a universe. You have one avatar. I don't know why this is shown, even though I'm pretty sure I verified it. But they have a lot of apps. You can go to readyplayer.me if you want to check this out. They have games. These are the most popular. They have web experiences. Then they have virtual worlds where you can live in, stuff like that. Atlas space. They even have a world where you can create what you want, mold the world you play in, creative content. So if you're more like a creative type and if you want to build within the metaverse, you can always do that. Then they have utilities that you can use. Haven't tried out the utilities completely, but they have there. They have VR and AR apps. So if you have a VR headset, I do not have a VR headset at the moment because this is the reason why I'm against VR headsets at this current moment, is because the first time I found out, this might be a little bit nerdy and might be even a stupid reason, but I first found out about VR through Sword Art Online. And that's a deep dive VR MMORPG where it simulates all of the senses: touch, smell. If you move your left arm, it moves it in the game. If you move your left leg, it moves it in the game. So it's an entirely new reality. So in my opinion, everything that is not that is just a watered down version. Probably I should try something out. Maybe, I don't know. If you think something different, let me know in the comments. If you actually tried a VR headset, I have not tried any VR headsets. Haven't tried an Oculus. Haven't tried a Facebook, whatever it's called. Haven't tried any of that stuff. I don't even hear people talking about an Oculus nowadays. Did it just go out of style? Was it just a fad for the time? Because it's not Sword Art Online. So it's like, and then you have these utilities and tools if you want to try them. Deep motion, you can do AI motion capture and 3D body tracking. That might be something I look at later. And then you have social apps as well. If you want to try that out, you can go ahead and try it out. But the next one is something that I'm even more excited about. We have a YouTube video to watch, but this is the NVIDIA Ace. NVIDIA Ace, this video was released 1 month ago, but I want to go over it now since I just did that review, and this would pair well, so great for any role-playing game, period. Specifically with CRPGs, because sure, you can talk in a CRPG, and it will showcase that in here, but I feel like it's perfectly normal that you would type out your response or have the ability to type out your response in a CRPG on the computer or Mac. I know when it comes to Divinity Original Sin 2 and other popular games, I think Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition was on consoles too, and this you could do the voice commands and stuff like that. But for a game where there's dialogue and stuff like that, and there's characters with backstory, it's a no-brainer to implement this stuff. And the fact that it's out now, it's like I'm really bullish, we'll use the stock term, on the state of CRPGs in the future. Especially, I know Baldur's Gate 3 has been in the works and stuff like that. From what I've seen, their studios are doing an amazing job. I think for the next iteration, the next game is just going to be 10x better. And the video will explain why. NVIDIA Ace for games. You can spark life into virtual characters.
We are thrilled to showcase an immersive and dynamic interaction between a player Kai and a non-playable character named Jin. This captivating ramen shop scene was created by NVIDIA using the latest RTX render.
Graphics are amazing. See, NVIDIA. My first graphics card, when I first got into PC gaming, it was really a fluke because I had to get a new laptop for school. I didn't have to, but it was useful. Got a new laptop for school, and it had a dedicated graphics card. I didn't even know about any of that stuff. I just got a computer. It looked like it had some good specs, all that stuff. And the dedicated graphics card was AMD. So when I found out I could play games on it, video games, especially games like Skyrim on it, I was really excited, and that's how I first got into games. I tried to play Crysis 3 on it, didn't work. So it was like 1 gigabyte of RAM, but it was a dedicated VRAM. Eventually it overheated, computer overheated, and then After that, I was like, I don't like AMD graphics card. Gross. And then I created my own. Of course, I built. I didn't build the parts, but I bought the parts, assembled them into my own gaming PC. Got a NVIDIA GTX 970 at the time. It was great, and it played games well. I was able to mod Skyrim and stuff like that. I think I was even able to play Crysis 3 relatively well. Actually, pretty decent. So that's why I love NVIDIA in terms of graphics card, and they're just doing great things.
Technologies. NVIDIA collaborated with Convai, an NVIDIA Inception partner, to showcase how developers will soon be able to use NVIDIA Riva, Nemo.
Now, Convai, that is the system behind this thing where you create the characters, give them backstories and stuff like that. Convai is convai.com. So it's CONVAI.com. And then you can ask anything. You'll have open ended dialogue, digital humans. Probably can play this and then they can show. They have a YouTube video too. So since we'll watch this and then we'll go back to the, because this is the program behind everything. Look at that. They see this is what I've been watching. Baldur's Gate 3 stuff. And then I don't know if this Asta. I need to watch. This is probably a tangent. I need to watch. Oh, don't tell me. Black Clover. That's what that is. But okay, let's continue the show. I need to watch it. I read the first volume of the manga.
Hey, are you a human or a bot?
I am an AI-powered character, but I strive to be as good as humans in virtual worlds.
Okay. The only bad side about it, from right now, is of course she sounds like AI. So that's immersion breaking. Now, when this is just the demo version. Now when they start implementing I know that Facebook is coming out with their open protocols and stuff like that. And I believe it is possible that they can get the voice actors, they can use AI to model their voice, get the voice right, because they have it it's simple. I don't know how simple it is, but it's possible because programs like Descript or Hello Lab stuff have these stock voices and all this stuff. They took people's voice and now they can take that voice and then they can make it say whatever, and then they can clone voices too. So now this is just a simple. I'm not too worried about this, that it doesn't sound like a realistic human, because that can be easily fixed.
I am powered by Convai, which enables me to talk to you. It also enables me to perceive the environment and carry out actions.
Really? Can you bring me that rifle from the table?
Sure. Here you go.
Okay, I did not know that. And I thought I watched this video. I know you could just give them that is amazing. I know it might seem simple, and I know 50 years from now about like what you can't tell a person to or an NPC to do something and they do it. What? That doesn't even make sense. But growing up back in the day when you couldn't even give your NPCs commands, and then they eventually implemented that in team building games where you can have your little directions, and each directions on the little pad you press, they do something. Like if you press this button and you're looking at an area, you tell them to go there, usually the up arrow key, then you press the down arrow key to have them just stand by and all this stuff. It's really amazing. We're getting back to the real world. Well, I'm not getting back, but we're getting closer to realistic games. Easy to create your characters. Look, this they're showing the little box. Character name. This is why I wanted to cover this. It's Pathfinder, Baldur's Gate 3, D&D, Pillars of Eternity. Any CRPG in the future can implement this. Character name. Put the character's name. Backstory. Yes, you have a backstory. Character's voice. This is where they can have the voice actor and stuff like that. And now, you can have all the dialogue voiced, which is one of my other issues with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm like, okay, you have this voice acted. Okay, why isn't everything voice acted? Okay, I understand you're newish what is it, publisher, developer, new studio, so you don't have the funds to voice everything. But come on now, how did you decide what you're going to voice? How did you decide what you're not going to voice? Don't understand. See, you even have the model right there too, and then you can talk about things. Amazing. Unity, that's what they used to make their last game. So now you have more than one platform. So it's Unreal Engine, you have Unity. I don't know what NVIDIA Omniverse is, but you have it. Roblox, I heard of that. Roblox is coming up. Why Discord? Like,
Hi
why?
there. What subjects do you teach?
I teach grade 11 chemistry at Valleymore High School.
I help take care of our patients following surgery.
I hear you're a tour guide.
Yes, that's right. I've been guiding tourists around Venice for over 10 years now. I'm an expert on the history and culture of the city.
I am Thor, and I'm here to offer a relic of ancient spirits.
Role playing
Follow me.
games.
I will take you to the High Spirit.
Hey, how do you like?
The only issue, obviously, is the voice responses, but this is a demo. When they really get implemented, they'll have proper voice actors and everything.
Working here.
Work is pretty good here. We've had a lot of busy nights recently, and the atmosphere here is always lively and fun.
Hey.
And I hear that I'm pretty sure it's Unreal Engine's MetaHuman, where the voice and the mouth and other stuff will look more realistic. I'm thinking where they can properly utilize the AI when it comes to responses, and then with the ability to properly move the mouth and the entire face to illustrate what the character is saying.
They are heavily fortified, and we cannot move ahead. Can you try using your rocket launcher at them?
Roger that. Fire in the hole.
That's nice.
Let us convey who we are.
Now they did good with that ending. Let us convey who we are. I would pronounce it Convai, but the way they're aiming is like now they're able to convey, express what they truly are. You don't have these random characters. Now these characters are, well, I haven't played Watch Dogs. I haven't played Watch Dogs 2. I haven't played Watch Dogs Legion. But I feel like those games, because apparently in Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2, every character has a backstory, quote unquote, in the sense of their job or what they do and stuff like this. Now this thing can take it 10 steps further. Also with Watch Dogs Legions, I hear you can play as any civilian and stuff like that. You can switch between them, you can recruit them and stuff like that. This is where, in games like this, that's where Convey is going to come in and shine the most. This is outside of the CRPG, because of course with CRPGs, of course, you have the dialogue and stuff, and the story writers can write all of those dialogues and have them written. But now you can offer that experience for when there's situations where you want to express true creativity, or not creativity, more interaction, more immersiveness, because I know you can express more than one option with a CRPG. You can just type it out and stuff like that, but you can't express unlimited options. And then of course it's more time consuming. Like, sure, when you take a person and then you put them in a situation, for example, you take Sela, taking this from Wrath of the Righteous, put her in a situation with the commander. Okay, commander does this. Sure, you can give the 3 most likely responses that she would give. But yeah, But then she says something, and then you give three options. What if they're playing a character who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't say that? Now you can say, okay, type what your response is going to be, and now you can have Sela react based on what the player is saying. So the player is no longer limited to the options that the developer, the story writer, put in their place. Now the player can truly express their character the way they want to express their character. Also, this could eliminate issues. I think one of the main issue, well, not the main issue, one issue that I've read from little Reddit subreddits with Wrath of the Righteous is that when it comes to Demon Mythic, this might be a spoiler alert. Demon Mythic Path and Lich Mythic Path is that you end up killing the inhabitants, I think it's of Dresden. If you're going Demon Mythic Path, sometime later in the game, you invite demons into the Dresden, and that's because you're fighting the other demons because you're harnessing the demon energy. So that's why demons get invited. If you're going Lich Mythic Path, you end up using your undead to kill the Crusaders and Canabras. Oh, not Dresden. I think it's Canabras. Either Canabras or Dresden where it happens. Either way. So you can avoid situations like that because some players might be all like, okay, I want to enjoy Lich, I want to be a demon, but I don't want to be that type of demon. Not every demon goes that far, even though 99% probably do. There are instances when there won't go that far, and the players should have their option because you have demons like Arushale. And Arushale, I don't know if it's more like she went that far and she has been that far and now she's going to redemption, or she just hasn't gone as far as she could have gone as a demon. I don't know all of her backstory like that. Then there's Aurilu Vorlesh, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Now, for her, she started off as a human and then she just put in some demon energy in her, or she adopted the aspects of the demon, however you want to put that, however you want to say it. Probably she's different because she wasn't born a demon, but not everyone is born a demon. So she's more like, instead of the chaotic evil, because she doesn't seem chaotic evil to me, she seems pretty neutral evil based off of how she spoke and everything like that. So I am going to be on the side of the player being able to choose if they want to go that far or not, and let them play their character instead of being all like, okay, you went down this path, now you have to finish the path, because if you go down the path, you're on a steamroll and you can't stop the brakes because you're already been absorbed in all of the energy. So now you lost your self-control because that's how evil works, and instead of being all like, okay, you're getting closer and closer. Are you going to dive deeper into the evil power? Or are you going to start diving deeper into the darkness? Or are you going to pull back? Which I believe in human choice. And they all, at every step of the way, they can have that choice to not continue. But anyway, enough of my thoughts on that. Let's continue with what NVIDIA has to show us.
AI-powered speech, conversation, and animation. These models were integrated into the Convai Services platform and fed into Unreal Engine 5 and MetaHuman to bring Jin to life.
Point that out, this is Unreal Engine 5 graphics.
Please take a look.
Curious what type of game they're working on. I don't know if this reminds me of the game Prey 2, back before they released this Prey game, which is, I don't know if it's anything like the original Prey, because I had played a demo of the original Prey back on, I think it was Xbox 360, and I really don't understand what it was about. from what I remember, it's something to do with Native Americans. There was some spirit eagle type stuff. But then Prey 2 looked amazing. They had a game showcased on E3. I think this was E3 2011 or 2012. This was an old E3, and it was amazing. You're supposed to be playing as a bounty hunter. The gadgets was kind of cool, sci-fi. You tracking down these different aliens and stuff like that. It looked real cool. So I don't know why they canceled it. It had so much potential, but it just reminded me of this.
Hey Jen, how are you?
Unfortunately, not so good.
Okay, I told you. It was just a demo. The Convai things was demo. You heard his voice. That's not just a typical robot voice. I can be immersed with that. That's a person.
How come?
I am worried about the crime around here. It's gotten bad lately. My ramen shop got caught in the crossfire.
Can I help?
Nice responses, nice flow, not just an endless stream of talking like some AI software need to improve on.
If you want to do something about this, I have heard rumors that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts of chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
I'll talk to him. Where can I find him?
I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side. Try there.
Okay, I'll go.
Be careful, Kai.
Side quest activated. You talk to a person. This is this. What is it? Infinite Dendrogram. This is Infinite Dendrogram level stuff. I'm pretty sure you can take Sword Art Online because but I'm more into Infinite Dendrogram over Sword Art Online because Infinite Dendrogram, I don't want to give the spoilers, but it's more, it gives you more real world vibes than the video game vibes of Sword Art Online. But we'll go back. Infinite Dendrogram, you talk to the NPCs. I don't want to give too many spoilers, so I'm going to refer to them as such. And then the quest pops up when the system realizes, or when the system shows that you have accepted a quest. So the NPC come up to you, you're talking down. Let's say you come across, I'll use a scene from a book. You'll come across this woman with these thugs. The woman says, "Hey, I got your money, please release my little brother," blah 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 blah. The thug said, "What? You're so late." And then they take the gold. "Okay, I think we'll take you too." Then you come along and be all like, "No, stop that. Punch. Then you talk to the woman. She says, "Please take this money, save my brother, and I have more. I'll try to get as much as you want, blah blah, please save my brother." And then you say either yes or no. Of course, you're trying to do every quest like me, as some more like, I just want all the experience, so I don't care. But you say yes, and then the system, as soon as you say yes, the system says quest accepted. You accepted this quest. This is the official name of the quest. Bam! Realism. That's the video game. That's Skyrim VR. I saw a little clip of someone playing Skyrim VR, and then they were hovering over a sleeping person. It was kind of if you go with the title, because the title was like, "This is why you shouldn't have made Skyrim VR," and then the guy was acting really creepy at the beginning, so that's why I remember that. But I'm just like, now this is what's going to make the current level VR immersive, because now you have the VR headset. I'm thinking Skyrim, because Skyrim is the most amazing game that I'm going to say right now, as far as you being able to immerse yourself. Hey, you're playing a video game. I would use Wild Hunt, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt as well. It is a great video game, but it's not your character. You're playing Geralt, so it's like I'm not my character. I'm still Geralt, or Geralt, or however you want to pronounce his name. So I'm gonna use Skyrim. So now you have the VR headset. I'm in Skyrim World. The controls and stuff like that, and the disattached hands, the floating hands. You can get past that. But now I'm able to talk. Got a mouthpiece or whatever. I'm talking to people. Hey, I'm looking around. Hey, what's up? What's up? Can you hand me that sword? Okay, yeah, okay, I can hand you that sword. I got the sword in my hand. Now you're in a companion. Hey, Lydia, get behind his back. Da 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 da. Let's flank him. Boom, boom, boom. Live. Amazing. I can see it in my eyes. This is amazing. In fact, this is so amazing that I don't know when we're gonna finish this video before I looked up because I get sidetracked. But since this is available in Unreal Engine, this is not available. Well, it could be made available now that Bethesda is under Microsoft, and with Microsoft's connections and funds, I'm pretty sure they can get Convai available for the Creation Kit 2.0, which they're used to create Starfield, and which I'm pretty sure they're using to create Elder Scrolls 6 as well. So I'm just curious, what are modders going to do? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Experience the cutting edge of generative conversational AI. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm watching this. If you're a modder, leave a comment and let me know if you're excited about this. And then you can talk to them, schedule a meeting, 15-minute meeting, all that stuff. Can you implement this? Because you can use Unreal Engine 5, Unity, and all that stuff. I don't know if anyone is working on their own personal projects or anything like that, but I just wanted to showcase those things. They're amazing. I'm looking video games in the next 5 years. I'm happy to be alive and on the up and up, hopefully on the up and up, so I can take part in all of these great and amazing things that are happening in the video game space, and then hopefully be able to make my mark and things like that. Hopefully create a great community of potential creators, developers, modders, stuff like that, artists, storytellers. So if you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe for future videos. I've taken a different approach. Instead of more let's play content, more review content, review different types of video games, and review things for game development, story building, stuff like that. I have a lot in the works, so look forward to it.